I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it. I pull up, roll the window down it.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, you can't replace. It's not in the case of anybody. That's why I spend my life.
Hi, hotties, kettles, tea stirs. You're here for hot tea. All commentary is alleged, and in my opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only. While you're here, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the post notification bell so you guys are up to date each and every time that I upload. Yeah, we might be coming in a little hot with this one, but we definitely got to talk about it because I wonder if the Cancer Hunter and Libido the Mule planning on suing Mule's baby mama. But I don't know. Only time will tell. We do know Winter did reveal that they are not allowed to sue any of the cast members or production while they're filming. So we know a lawsuit won't come about anytime soon, or probably anytime in the future, because the Cancer Hunter and Libido the Mule need this motherfucking check. But while the Cancer Hunter is worried about women with wet libidos over on YouTube allegedly ruining his image, which we all know is not the truth, what really ruined his image is his treatment toward his wife. But Libido the Mule don't care how he treat her dry twat, so we don't care either, right? Just like the dry loose twat Libido didn't care about Mule's baby mama treatment of her throughout their entire decline of their divorce.
Seems like she's the unhappiest.
She's the side chick. Don't even say her name.
I'm not gonna call her a side chick. And we don't have to talk about it. But I'm just saying it's unfortunate that so many different people are like collateral damage. I don't feel like at this juncture, oh, that's what she deserves. Mel don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
To be hurt and sad and embarrassed or any of that.
Yes.
So nobody deserves it as a human. Nobody deserves it.
Except for me. You know, I think I put everybody through this by trying to be greedy and things of that nature. You know what I'm talking about?
You don't sound like you're placing blame. You own what happened. You say, I'm sorry, it's time to move on. In my opinion, you're just a nice guy, Martell.
Yeah.
Maybe too nice. Maybe that's what got you in trouble.
I'm gonna take it. You know, Mel and I, we talked about that, and that's what she said.
I typically say Martell has a big heart, and he does. I think that's what causes him a lot of his angst. And he thinks with his heart, and like he's a super sweet guy, till you back him in a corner. But he's super sweet.
Well, Libido, it looks like I'm going to have a lot of fun debunking a lot of the shit that you were co-signing early on in the years when you knew his behavior was disturbing to his ex-wife. Now, you admitted that he's a super sweet guy until you back him into a corner. Well, dry twat, it looked like that twat was too dry. Your cancer hunting ass husband backed his ass into a corner because he's exposing the shit out of y'all in a way in which I don't think is appropriate, because he claims to be y'all's friend. This is the same person that you co-signed for all of these years. The same person who just last season you were saying that it didn't make it right for Mel to cheat on him too if he cheated on her and had a baby on her, basically co-signing his nonsense with your slithery dry ass. And like I said in my last video, here y'all are yet again sitting on this season talking about everybody else and they drama except the shit that y'all could talk about. Y'all storyline is dry like that twat, which is why the Cancer Hunter is around here thirsty for attention, trying to keep himself relevant when he should have just went on about his merry motherfucking way. Can you imagine how stupid you have to be to chase content creators talking about they are ruining your image when there is literally a man that has accused you of forcibly putting yourself on your husband? I'm sorry, on your dry libido?
Super sweet guy. Till you back him in a corner. But he's super sweet.
Libido, I want you to tell me how sweet and nice of a guy he is after he done railroading the hell out of your husband. Because at first I thought this was for a storyline, but even if it is for a storyline, Mel's baby mama getting on social media saying that the Cancer Hunter forced himself on his wife is not a good look. So that leads me to believe that he is actually erratic and out of control and now about to possibly be exposing the shit out of them. And I'm wondering what the cancer hunter is going to do, because in my opinion, Mel's baby mama is right. Everything that he said out his mouth seemingly puts him in a position as if he forced himself on his wife because she was battling cancer. And he said out of his own mouth, he expects her to suffer through it, roll over and suffer through it, because he needs sex, insinuating he needed almost as if he needs it like the air we breathe. So Mel's baby mama basically responded to his shenanigans and that MLK BS talk that he be trying to put on, and said, you didn't feel there's a better way when you needed what you wanted from your wife. You forcible guy, you. Martell claims he's trying to be witty, but he's not really witty at all. He's really a plumb dumb fool. But at the end of the day, he's alluding to Maurice forcing himself on his wife. You forcible guy, you. And all I'm going to say is, this is what they get for co-signing narcissist behavior. I've also been exposing the cancer hunter in Libido the Mule for really lying to us all of these seasons and getting by and skating by off of other people or off the backs of other people's storyline, when Libido the Mule has been a side hoe the entire time, which is why he treats her like a sex doll. And that's probably why she dresses like a cheap whore, to try to keep his attention, because she got him with her legs open. The way he treats her, in my opinion, is inhumane. He clearly sees her as less than him, and he treats her as she is less than him. Look at how the slithery snake is glazing all into everybody else's business, and you catch her with this same facial expression when other people are being transparent about their business, because she is messy. She looks for any and everything to stick her nose into except the business of her own, which is what's going on in her household with her husband. Now, we know she don't care, because out of her own mouth, she said the best thing for her was to fake it or suffer through it, or whatever the hell she said. That was the best thing for her, which is why she is not a girl's girl. She is not positive or forward thinking to young women that choose themselves. In fact, she expects you to suffer through your marriage the way she has to suffer through and bend over and suffer through her marriage. Now, I want to refresh you guys' memory on why I feel like Mel's baby mama may be onto something, because like I said, she got him with her legs open, which is why he doesn't see her as human. I would like for y'all to please watch all of these clips and remind yourself as to how he treats her. He treats her like she is not worth anything but what's between her legs. And now that it has dried up, he cannot handle himself. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what you think about what Mel's baby mama said about Maurice. This is him yet again exposing his friend and throwing his friend under the bus.
Changing out clippers and clips and stuff.
That's how I got to meet Maurice, because I kind of stalked him on Facebook for a little while. Hey! And Patricia, my girlfriend, she was like, he's a barber. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, he cuts hair. And I was like, word. So I went on Facebook and I was like, I hear you cut hair. And he was like, I do. I said, well, I have a son that needs a haircut. As a single mother of a young gentleman, I actually took that opportunity as a chance to get to know Maurice. And so he came over to cut Jalen's hair. So that was one of our very first introductions.
I didn't know I was getting interviewed at the time.
What can we do, and this is serious, what can we do to prove to you that we weren't dating at that time? And part of the reason...
Right, why does it matter?
Let
Why
me-
does it, what's move
It matters
on?
to you.
Why does, it does not matter to me. They asked me a question.
Okay.
And I answered the question. It doesn't matter. You're married now. What difference does it make when you dated?
That's what
She asked me.
Because you've been salty for years.
Not because of that. Not because of that.
What does it mean?
The problem was, like she said that was the first time I met her. Actually, that was the second time I met you. That was shady.
So wait.
Okay,
Oh,
wait.
We need
No,
to
you have
understand.
got to hear this, because
What's the
this is
first
almost
time?
crazy.
Okay.
The first time I met Kiowa, I had no idea who she was, nor any of these Scots. She sold adult toys, and I bought them.
And how some kind of relationship came from that, where she feels like now I'm shady because your next encounter, I met your husband, I have no idea. But that's what she's making this correlation to.
And is that why you think she shouldn't be around your son, because she purchased sex toys?
And when I met him, I didn't know that was her ex-husband.
The connection is that my brother was married to her sister-in-law at that time, which is Kimmi's friend.
Of 13 years.
Right. They lived in Huntsville. We lived in Michigan. We went down to visit. She was actually selling the toys. Kimmi showed up and bought toys, but I didn't know who Kimmi was.
No,
Or do
nobody
did. You feel like his brother introduced them?
The person that hosted the party did, but that was my friend and her friend. I just wouldn't introduce friends to hook up with the ex. That to me, that's just...
So...
True feelings, honest feelings, whatever.
Maurice is making decisions for her to be able to move here. I'm at fair game at this point, so I don't intend on restraining or holding back if, in fact, things are not done appropriately.
Hi, good.
Hello,
how are
Kiowa.
you? Hello.
Kimmi, Kiowa, Kimmi. I'm sorry that Zabe couldn't make it, because I wanted to make sure that all of us came together to make sure that we're fostering relationships between all of the co-parents. I guess we could start off with like any concerns about, Monster living with us, or your relationship with Kimmi.
Currently, I don't have a relationship with Kimmi.
Well, there you have it.
I've always felt like you've never really cared for me.
But how, if you've never been around me?
You emailed me on Facebook.
What did I say?
Well, you said that I need to not be around your son, and I don't need to talk to your son. And if I got any questions or concerns, I need to say them to your face.
When was this?
Probably about 7 years.
I don't even remember that. So if I did say that, I don't know. I don't recall it. But in the beginning, things were sketchy. The way you met Maurice, it felt in the beginning as a line had been crossed. We were going through whatever we were going through. I don't know what Maurice told you, but we weren't divorced yet. We weren't divorced yet.
I'm not one for foolishness. I understand the concept of divorce and marriage. Us meeting as friends is a completely different time frame than us actually starting to date. We didn't date until y'all were wholly divorced.
Okay, great. That's what it is, As far as going forward, either we're gonna move forward, we're gonna still hold on to what was. I would hope we have all grown since then, or we're gonna pick up, or we're gonna keep holding on to that.
I'm not holding on to anything that happened 7 or 8 years ago, because things continue to happen. There's conversations you have with him, and I don't know if you feel like he's not gonna tell me.
Oh, I know he does.
There's things that he tells me that you said that imply he didn't care for me.
Such as?
I don't want you to feel like I'm inappropriate to be around your baby. I'm comfortable with my body, so I don't have an issue. We go to the beach, I'm in bikinis, I walk through the hotel. It doesn't bother me. When you say things that may be derogatory towards me, it makes me feel like, I guess you're holding on to whatever that was that we need to clear up.
Kiowa texted me about Kimmi. Kiowa called her a skank or a trick or something. It was completely inappropriate. We'll never see eye to eye on certain things. Some people wear bikinis, some people wear thong bikinis. Other people wear cover-ups.
But a mother?
Mothers wear thong bikinis. Just because Kimmi will show off her body and you won't doesn't mean that she's wrong for doing it and you're right for not.
I feel like from a mom's perspective, I feel that that's inappropriate. But
inappropriate is an acceptable term. I'm okay with you feeling like that, but those weren't the only terms you used.
And this was during a heated conversation. Maurice was saying some things to me too. I can't sit here and remember verbatim because I'm not that person. I got a lot going on, but he was saying some things to me as well in this text.
I don't know if this is as beneficial as I would like. All I got was, I don't remember that. Oh, I didn't do that. Oh, I didn't say that. If you say so, my fundamental request is own your that's all I'm saying.
Her having second thoughts about moving Monster to Huntsville
I
now.
don't think that that's fair, considering the father that I am.
Tell her.
I don't think it's fair.
If Zabe were to sit here and say the stuff that she said on TV, that he didn't want to be a parent, or he said he didn't feel like he wanted to raise another child.
Alone.
Or
I've never said that.
Alone.
I've never said
The
that.
key word
Okay,
is
alone, whatever. So, or if he said that if he had a major issue with you.
You act
as
like
a
you
person.
haven't given me a reason to have an issue. You keep acting like I came up with this by myself.
What have I done to you?
All of this stuff.
What have I done
Why
to
do
you?
you keep saying that?
What have I done to you?
You're talking
Kiowa,
about.
you have been ill towards me from day one. You've never had a nice thing to say to anybody. Maybe there's people you don't think are gonna tell me what you say. And then when Maurice even addresses it, you say, well, I said that in private. Just because you say it behind my back doesn't mean that you don't say it.
No, first
and
of
no
all,
place is ever
why
gonna move
wouldn't I
forward
think that?
until
You think
own
I'm
that.
gonna trust them?
I'm
I mean,
saying,
that's
so
your
how you
people.
gonna
Why
sit here
would
and
I?
keep acting like you didn't say nothing?
But
the reason we're
saying
here,
something, that's
the
what the
reason
problem is.
we're
'Cause of
here.
something I've said, that's the problem.
Yes,
Okay.
you constantly
All right.
disrespect me.
All right, I haven't
Constantly
disrespected you.
disrespect
I
me.
haven't disrespected
And for
you.
years, he's let you
I've
because
not
of this. Because of
disrespected
this
you.
moment when you say, I'm thinking I'm going to change my mind. That's why he's let you disrespect me this long.
Okay.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Before television and on television, Kimmi's never said anything negative about Kiowa, except for I'm not gonna keep getting disrespected. That's it. And she said, I've gotten. I've got taken to task for years about this. And it's an uncomfortable situation to be in just to try to parent. And I'm saying that right now, this is a responsibility that God gave me and I cherish it. Like when I wake up in the morning and I see my son every day, do you understand how that makes me feel? I'm happy every single day I see him, man. For real.
Because I do the same thing.
Well, wait a minute. Well, Kimmi made it very clear when she was speaking with you that she wanted, for her to be able to move forward, she wanted an apology from Kiowa. And you said, I'm not sure you're going to get what it is that you're looking for. What is it you want Kiowa to apologize for specifically?
I am a person of ownership, period. And when you own it, you say, damn, I'm sorry. I've been in her place. I know everything. I'm a single parent. I don't have to keep proving to her that I get it. I don't have anything against her. I love her kid, and I don't have one single thing against her. We fight because I try to help him understand the position as a mother. They haven't even been to court. I had a police officer knock on my door and give me papers to go to be full custody with his dad. He's trying not to do that with her. He's doing the best he can not to go to court. And I'm in her corner, and she just can't see it. And I don't get that.
Kiowa.
Yeah.
Come on. They're trying. He's stepping up to do what a lot of men don't do when they move on with their lives. And then she's a willing participant. She loves your son. And it feels like, from the outside looking in, that you're resisting. And I think it's time for you to let it go. Just let it go. Do you think you can apologize to Kimmi?
Yeah, if she can
for
tell
what
me
has been said so far, so that you guys can move forward?
What have I said?
You gotta own it.
I will. I will. What have I said?
Kimmi?
I'm good.
Kimmi. No.
I'm good.
Kimmi, we're gonna.
I'm good.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
All steps forward. I don't think we'll ever be besties because of just some of the things that have happened. Like her making implications like I interfered in their marriage and that kind of thing. That makes
Do you feel like you interfered in their marriage?
Of course not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Because you and I never really had that conversation. Like, we've never talked about that. I've heard it implied, but I've never just asked you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you and Maurice met, they were already divorced?
They weren't divorced. They were in the process. They had both signed the paperwork and they were waiting for the paperwork.
So why did she even think that you interfered in the marriage?
Even though they had signed papers, she was talking about reconciliation. Trolled him a little bit on Facebook and got to know him. He was so handsome and delicious. I just like to look at him. So I asked him to come and cut my son's hair because they told me he cut hair. So then he came over in the little red Corvette. And from there, we just kind of were banter, you know, how you doing, that kind of thing. It probably took a while before he asked me to go.
When we go to this, it's not going to be all, you know, happy-go-lucky. It's going to be about problems. Do you think that our relationship is good or bad right now?
I think our relationship could have some counseling.
So there is problem.
You think that there's no room for improvement?
I think that we're doing really good right now.
If I talk to somebody at a marriage conference, maybe they'll give me something that'll help. Do you think there's anything that I could improve on?
Do I think? Yes. Sex every day.
I think every day is excessive. And there should be a middle.
Why is
and
it
maybe
excessive?
a third person party would be able to say, Reese Scott, it's a little excessive. Your brother said it was excessive. And what's funny.
He's not in my marriage.
No, I
Weird.
understand, but what I'm saying is that it opens the door for conversation. Matter of fact, we were talking about that earlier with Tiffany, you know, in regards to y'all smashing stuff. And Lewis feeling the same way. I feel like men just never get enough. Maurice, I feel like if we had sex every single day, you still would want more sex. You know why I feel like that?
What?
Because it happens now. We'll have sex at 6 o'clock and you're pulling my pants down at 10 o'clock and then get mad because I don't want to do it at 10 o'clock. It's never enough.
What day goes by and you're like, you know what? I just don't want to eat today.
You just want me to walk in the house and take off my clothes and get you some.
That's a quickie. Sometimes they can be a little more planned out, but sometimes they can be a little more robotic. I don't know. You know, just get to the end. This is what we can do, right? To make me more excited about this trip. Get me on the excitement board. Maybe we can do a commitment to at least 2 times a day while we're there.
No, Maurice. That's not what we're committing to.
I could get really excited about that.
I'll commit to every day. I'm not committing to twice a day yet.
2 times. It's not going to be a selfish thing. I'm
That's
not only
okay.
thinking about
That's
me on
okay.
this trip.
That's okay.
I see you're one, I'm going to raise you one.
I said no. I'm not
Why are you
doing
going to
that.
say no?
Because that's not what we're talking about, babe. You're the one that's gonna mess up the trip.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you talk about everybody else and everybody else's problems, and you're the one with the bad attitude before we even leave.
We just discussed our problem. And
No,
you just
babe,
said
we
that
just created a problem.
You just said that you're not willing to do something that could actually make you
Babe,
happy.
because there's no middle for you. There's not enough. We talked earlier, literally 5 minutes ago, we talked about, wow, I want to have sex every day. That's what we said 5 minutes ago. So I sit here and I say, okay, while we're gone, let's do it every day. Nope, that's not enough, Kimmi. It's never enough. So now it's 2 times. So now you got a bad attitude because I agreed to every day, but then not 2 times a day. It borders on the ridiculous, okay?
Don't worry. It's all good. I'm going because you want me to go.
You just turned this whole thing into a whole negative Nancy. I guess I gotta pack my own clothes.
Scenario. The only person that could make it better was Martell. Because we're over there like, God, dog, Martell. And then
We're all like that. And this is what's weird because her scenario implies he cheated. That's the scenario. However, it just looked like WTF. Like, really? That's what we're gonna do here?
Right.
I think it's hard not to be upset in regards to your husband cheating, but I completely disagree with the way Melody put Martell on the spot. I felt poorly for him.
He's coming. Maurice is still actively trying to get them to move here. Them? Kiowa, her husband, and Monster moved to Huntsville so that they all can be in the same place at one time, which by definition, we all want. However, what I don't want is the drama because, you know, Kiowa's never been nice to me.
Is there a reason she has a problem with you?
She said she was upset because we started dating and they weren't quite finished. I said, except you were finished. You were
She
finished.
wasn't quite finished.
And it never once came back to, I heard you say this. I heard you did this. I've never done nothing to her. But she came here so we could have a meeting. And to be honest, most of it, she acted like she didn't even know she did nothing to me. She's like, well, what'd I do? Well, how did you remember that? Oh, y'all remember all kinds of old stuff. If you're gonna hold on to old stuff. And I said, it's not old. This was last month that you were talking about me. I don't talk about her. I don't talk to her. I don't talk poorly in front of Monster. Girl, she called me all kinds of names to my husband. To my husband. Do you think that my husband isn't gonna say that to me? And most of it is because he gives her this much leash and she takes advantage of it because she knows he doesn't want to piss her off because he wants Monster.
Kiowa has been disrespectful to me from the day we met. And in order for us to move forward, I think I need to feel that she's genuine. I am done with the disrespect. I absolutely feel like I deserve an apology. Appreciate you coming out here this morning with me.
That sounds like I'm being dismissed.
Sounds like I want to listen to this rain.
Yeah.
Getting your nice rain-filled morning disrupted by information that your husband has decided to ask his ex-wife and her husband to move to Huntsville is a pretty big pill to swallow. I'm hurt because I don't feel like how I was gonna feel about this choice was the least bit taken into consideration.
I'm going through a lot right now, so it's nice to have Kimmi as a friend that I can confide in. I wish she had have kind of reached out to me back when she found out he was cheating on me, when I really, really, really needed a friend. But, you know, hey, better late than never, right?
Kimmi, I wasn't hearing from you while I was going through all of this. No, we don't talk a lot. So it didn't seem as genuine to just out and call you like, and want to know your business.
Not necessarily you calling being in my business, but even just like, you know, hey, Mel, listen, I know you're going through something. I just want you to know that if you ever need someone to vent to, I am here and I am praying for you. You know, and that never happened. And I was a little disappointed in that. I was like, because I'm not that person.
It actually did happen. I did text you, and I said to you, I'm really sorry about what you're going through, and if I can help, then, you know, feel free.
Kimmi did reach out via a text message. And to be honest, this kind of situation is more like pick up the phone, girl, and call me. You know what I'm saying? Texting me kind of feels like you don't really care.
You know, you always kind of look like you got it all together and that you all in your zone.
And that's the people that you have to check on. Check on your strong friends.
I apologize if that's how you felt, because I would have never thought that that's how you felt, honestly. Are you good? How are you today? Like, are you good?
Today I'm good.
So it's like a day by day thing. You're welcome.
When y'all came back to the lobby, we were already here. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
You know what, Kimmi, is all a blur.
So you trying not to tell me?
Actually, I don't remember as much. Oh, my bachelor party was as clean as it could get.
I doubt that.
How are you gonna doubt it?
I doubt that, because I know him. You're a dancer, babe. Did you
I'm
dance
not
with
sure.
girls?
Did I dance with girls? I'm not sure if I did or not.
So if a video pops up somewhere, then what's your answer gonna be like?
It's so hazy.
Hey, why you don't want to tell me?
All right. We did a little drinking by the pool. They're giving me, like, you know, good marital advice.
Hey, really? Can you get to the good part? This sounds really lame.
Okay, we went to the spot, to a club. People started throwing money.
At you for dancing?
Not at me. I think that they were throwing for somebody. They were celebrating something. And then everybody's throwing money, so I grabbed some and threw some with them. And then for some odd reason, people just start dancing on me.
On you?
Or with me.
I think they struggle to have a good time because they're a little lame. And in their effort to have a good time, they drank a little bit too much. And then that's when the touching begins. And that's what I think went down.
I kind of danced a little bit, I think.
Baby, you danced a lot of it. And I guarantee your video's gonna pop up about it. But that's okay. We'll see it when it pops up. If you'd rather me find out that way, then that's okay.
I did a lot of dancing last night. I did a whole lot of dancing last night. It just came out as the music came on. I was trying to resist.
He's got a different level of sex drive than you. You also have a different level of active responsibility, which cuts back on her availability to be present with you. Now, the other thing too is the more you do with her, the more you embrace her as a person and not just a partner to have sex with.
Is that it? Did he hit the nail on the head with that one?
What?
The more that I embrace you as a person and not a sexual partner, the more that I'll get sex.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. It's not the more you'll get sex. It's the more you embrace her as a person.
It's how it makes me feel. Which emotionally for women, translate into getting what you want.
Yeah.
Listen, sweetheart.
Bye, babe.
I'm gonna get better.
So you're telling her that with a deep sense of sincerity, though, right?
100%.
You catch that, the sincerity?
I feel like even when we have premarital counseling, we've had these conversations before. It sounds wonderful, and then it just doesn't quite happen.
Sex as an act of sharing the self with each other, not just giving somebody something, but it is the sharing of the self.
It should be more of like a bonding experience. Ultimately, I shouldn't look at sex as a means to an end or whatever, right? I gotta look at it more holistically as you as a person.
Sex is never just about the happy ending, right? Or the climax, or I'm ready to go to sleep afterwards. It's never just about that. There's also that you can do it again. Okay, no, it's about the connection and the bond. It's really about the connection and the bond. It's really about the connection and the bond.
Listen, it's been a long day.
This show has shown.
But one last question. Doc. Yeah. Can we also compartmentalize it? Like sometimes we want to have the bond, and other times we just want to use it as exercise, right? If we want to burn off a couple of calories.